There you go. I'll go ahead and mute you. We're gonna start with our supported fish. Sorry, I should have said that. I was chatting. So grab a block, or even a small pillow can work kind of nicely, depending on how your shoulders are feeling. I really like to stretch mine open as much as I can. So I take that taller side of my block and place your hips down. You may want to even bend the knees, soles of the feet down as you roll back, centering your spine on that block, or centering the shoulders if you have more of a wider based prop. Getting yourself into that upper back opening, letting your shoulders really fall back here. Closing your eyes as you settle into this pose, into your practice for 30 minutes tonight. Maybe taking your arms a little bit wider from the shoulders. Taking 3 deep breaths in through your nose, all the way, filling your lungs. When you can't breathe in anymore, pause for just a moment. Open your mouth and let all that breath out nice and controlled with energy and release in the back. One more full breath before we kind of go into some silence. Sealing your lips and closing your eyes. We'll stay here with just a steady breath. Staying still in your body, in your breath for just another 3 steady breaths. If you stretched your legs out, bring them back in, bending the knees, placing the soles of the feet down. You can bring your arms a little bit closer, and we're going to let those knees windshield wiper as much as it feels good for you. Coming back to center. Pull your elbows in tight so that you can push up with your forearms and your hands coming up off that block. Scoot your seat back, grab that block, take it off to the side. We're going to start tall and seated here on our sit bones. Again, knees are bent, feet flat on the mat. We're going to go from side to side, opening up our arms. So we'll start reaching our hands straight out in front from our shoulders. Inhale here, you're tall, pull the belly in. And as you exhale, round that low back, pull your belly button in and reach over to one side. Exhale. Inhale, come back up, sit tall. Exhale, tuck the hips, pull the belly in, open to the other side. As you exhale, inhale, come back up tall. Exhale, twist and open to the side. C curve in that spine. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, reach and twist. Two more times each side. Last one on each side. Come up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders down your back 2 times with your hands resting on top of your knees. And go ahead and roll those shoulders forward 2 times. Coming back on our mat, we're going to roll down that upper body, bring the knees in with you as you come back on your mat. Squeeze those knees in. Take your knees from side to side. Give that low back just a little massage. Coming back to center. We're going to send the legs long, hands by the sides. Point the toes. And then as you flex your heels, we're going to come halfway down. Inhale, point the toes, lift all the way to hip height. Exhale, lower halfway down, flex through your heels. Inhale, point the toes to the sky. Exhale, inhale. Squeeze the inner thighs. Draw the shoulders down the back. Breathe. Exhale to lower, inhale to lift. Keeping that low back plastered against your mat the whole time. Last 2. Last one here. Bring your knees in, really squeeze them in nice and tight. Maybe even lift your head off the mat to bring the nose towards your knees. Round up into that little ball. Slowly release back down to your bridge. Heels come behind the seat. Knees are hip width distance. Hands come by the side. Inhale, lift your hips up off the mat. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, back to knee height. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So you're not arching your back here. It is flat. Lifting and leading with those glutes and the belly button. 5 more here. Nice and slow and controlled. Last one. Pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Drop those hips down onto the mat. Open your arms. Let those knees windshield wiper from side to side. One more big breath on each side. Coming back to center. Cross your right knee over the left. Take a little bit of a movement with that left knee from side to side. We're going to twist here, allowing that knee to come down. Maybe grab a prop, block, bolster to rest those knees on. Maybe you need to scoot your hips back a little bit more towards that right side. Taking your right shoulder back. Breathing in and out. Finding length all along the side body. Through your waist. Imagining your hip moving away from that bottom rib as you breathe in. And every breath out, finding a little more space in those tight and sore places. 5 deep breaths here, twisting, adding in a prop. Slowly rolling onto your back, let that knee gently move from side to side, uncross your leg. Move back to the center of your hips and pelvis. Squeeze your buns to lift the hips, really printing that low back down, giving it a little stretch as you tilt the hips back towards the mat. Cross that left knee over the right. Take a little movement from side to side with your right knee. Preparing your space for a twist. Scooch the hips to the left. Your knees coming down to the right side. Adding in that prop, pillow, bolster, or block if needed. Just take a moment to pull that left shoulder blade back towards the mat. Find a lot of length through that left arm. Into your left side waist, side body. That is the focus there. Breathing in. Breathing out that tightness. Close your eyes. Last 3 full and focused breaths here. Slowly rolling back. Move the knee slightly from side to side and then uncross your leg. You're going to send that left leg long on the mat. So we're going to pull the right knee in, give it a big squeeze in towards you, flex through both heels, pull your shoulders down, lengthen your neck. We're just going to move that knee from side to side, grabbing onto it with your left hand, and then grabbing onto it with your right hand. Exhale as you're pulling that knee away, and inhale to switch hands. Stretch that outer thigh and inner thigh, making some breath inside of that hip. Moving your ankle around, just moving from side to side, back to center on your next breath. Exhale, knee pulls in. Inhale, full body stretch. Send your hands overhead, point through those toes. Exhale, pull that left knee all the way in, flex through both heels, really squeeze that knee in towards your chest, drop the shoulders, lengthen the neck. You're going to take that knee from side to side, from hand to hand. Exhale to open, inhale to come onto your back. Side to side, 3 more times. Last one here. Pull your knee in, give it a nice squeeze. Inhale, full body stretch. Flex through both heels, take your feet about hip width distance. And on your next breath in, start to lift the hands and then your head and shoulders all the way up to that tall seated forward fold as you exhale. Inhale, tall spine, hands reach forward. Exhale, round through the mid-back all the way through to lying flat on the back. Inhale, start again. Come to the top of your tall seat. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, tall seat. Exhale, roll back. One more here. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, open your arms wide from the shoulders to a T shape. Exhale, twist and hinge off that opposite foot. Inhale, lift up tall, back through center, arms are wide. Exhale, twist to the opposite side, hinging off that outer edge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist, hinging at the hips to cut off that outer edge, I should say. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. That even makes sense. Oh, Mondays. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Last time to the other side. Go ahead and cross your legs. Sit up nice and tall. Find your seat bones underneath your seat. Take just a moment to rest your hands on top of your knees or thighs. Let's flip the palms up to the sky. Take your thumb and middle finger together. Close your eyes. Activate that low belly. Lifting tall through your core, all the way through the crown of the head. Your neck is long, shoulders down the back. On your next big breath in, inhale, both hands high. And as you exhale, right hand comes down, left hand overhead, right ear towards that right shoulder. Keep reaching over as you pull back with your left hip. Inhale, both hands high. Exhale, hinge to the left side, left hand down, right hand overhead. 2 more breaths here, really pulling that right hip back, reaching over with the right hand. Next big inhale coming up. And now 1 breath. Exhale, hinge and arch. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Side to side. Imagining that real arching and rounding of your spine. Keeping it long and lifted as you find those arches. 1 more time each side. Rounding forward, coming out over an imaginary beach ball with both hands across the knees, over to the other side, and then come back across those knees. So you're really having to round your whole spine. You're coming over that beach ball from side to side. 1 more time. Actually, the back of the shoulders, ladies. Come on back to center. Roll those shoulders down your back. We're coming back onto our mats to a tabletop this time. Hands and knees. Take a nice big inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, down dog. Pedal it out. 1 knee bends and then the other one. Allowing the back of your legs to lengthen. So pressing through your heels especially, and maybe coming all the way up onto your toes. Pressing back to your even down dog, weight in the fingertips and in the heels. Inhale, right foot high. Exhale as you bend your knee, pull your heel in towards your seat. Draw 2 little circles in each direction, keeping that knee lifted as high and as open as you can. Next big inhale, straighten out that right leg. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, tuck and step between the hands. Release the left knee down. Inhale, left hand stays, right hand goes high. Twist open, lean back. Roll your wrist around 2 times each direction. Inhale, open to the left. Exhale, come down with that right hand. Step back to high plank. Hold that high plank for just 3 strong breaths. So enough time to find that strong form. Last big breath here. Coming down to your knees, finding your child's pose. Knees can go wide or stay slightly closer together. Pressing back onto your heels, bringing the toes together. Whatever works. Finding a prop. Finding the center of your forehead, resting that space somewhere on a mat or prop or hands. Connecting with your third eye here. That sense of intuition, that gut feeling, inner wisdom, whatever you want to call it. And when you close your eyes here, I want you to imagine the color blue, representing that knowledge of self, the awareness of what is right and wrong for our own spirit and body. Three deep inhales through the nose, 3 deep exhales through open lips. Pressing up to that tabletop again. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift to your toes, look forward, step to the top. Big exhale in a forward fold, leaning and coming close to the toes. Imagining almost lifting off your heels here. And then rocking back to find all 4 corners of your feet. Inhale, flat back, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Come to stand as you exhale, shoulders down the back. Inhale, both hands high, bring the palms together. Exhale, lean over towards that right side. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, open up your arms, lean back. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back, half lift. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step both feet back to a high plank. We're going to practice that 4-count breath. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Big inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Take 2 more, just huge, regular, full breaths. High plank. Nice big inhale here. Exhale to set your knees down on the mat. We're going to thread the needle both directions. So right hand stays. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, thread all the way through your right side. Bring your left shoulder down the side of your head. Pressing back towards your heels with your hips. Just 3 big quiet breaths here. Gentle stretch through your neck and shoulders. Maybe curl those toes under for a little extra foot stretch. Right hand presses back in. Inhale, left hand high, wiggle your fingers, come back to tabletop. We're going to take a barrel roll here. Drop the belly button, lift the chin, big breath in. Exhale, round through that mid back all the way around to one side through center. Imagining you're inside of a circle. And then go the other way 2 times. Massaging your spine in all directions. Coming back to center. Left hand stays. Inhale, right hand high. Exhale, thread that needle all the way down to the mat with your shoulder and your head. Pressing back on those hips and heels. Softening your gaze, closing the eyes. Releasing any tension in your jaw, removing the tongue from the top of your mouth. No tension or energy wasted or spent on things that do not serve you. One more full breath. Left hand down. Inhale, right hand high. Exhale, come back down to tabletop. Inhale in your neutral spine, so pull the belly button in, flatten the back. Exhale, down dog, lift those hips. Pedal one foot and then the other. Knees are bending, shaking your head no and yes. Coming back to down dog. Inhale, left foot high. Exhale, bend that knee, twist your hips open to the left side. Pull the heel back in towards your seat to keep the knee lifted. Take 2 little circles with your knee towards the sky and then go the other way 2 times. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, tuck and step between the hands, right knee down. Right hand stays, big twist open. Inhale, left hand high. Roll that wrist around both directions. Inhale, open. Exhale, hand comes down. Step back to high plank. Inhale at the top. Exhale through your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift to your toes, look forward, step or hop, forward, fold. Grab opposite hand, opposite elbow. Just hang in the center here for several moments. Again, finding all four corners of each foot. Finding all that stability that lets you hang here. Letting gravity pull you down, releasing the hamstrings, releasing your neck and shoulders. Wiggle your toes, roll your eyes, take 2 deep breaths in and out. Release your hands. Bend those knees so deeply. We're going to sit back on our tush. Sit up nice and tall for some rock and roll back to plow. So inhale, tall, straight spine. Exhale, round back. Inhale, snap that core back together to lift you up. Last one. And your hips will come high. Hands come to support. Upper arm is your base. Bringing the hips over the shoulders, feet to the sky. If you get to that, you can hinge at the hips, bringing your feet over your head if that feels okay and you have that control. And also, it feels good in the neck. For me, it really doesn't anymore. Slowly lowering your upper body down 1 vertebrae at a time, bringing knees in towards you, and then wide to the armpits. Finding your happy baby. Feet flex to the sky, grab hold where it suits you, around the toes, around the feet. Finding movement or no movement. Close the eyes. Pull your shoulders down. Imagining that blue and all-knowing inner light glowing from deep within your forehead all the way throughout the body. Coming to a loose diamond shape or any variation of savasana that you might like. Slowing down your breath by breathing in through your nose and out through open lips. You'll naturally get slower, feel heavier and more relaxed with each breath you take like this. Settling into a neutral and natural breath. Feeling fully recharged from fingertips to toes. I have done my best today. I am grateful for each and every day. Divine power moves through me. I am a powerful source of love and light.